Yeah, me and my wife, we've been living here for like 4 years, and we would kind of see them around. They would come around. They were really quiet people. They were really quiet people. They didn't socialize with nobody. Like usually all the neighborhood people, they kind of, when they see each other, they, say hi and whatnot, but they're really quiet people, yeah.
How many kids do you remember?
I think it was like three or four kids.
Did you ever see the boys at?
We did, but it was usually, honestly, the interactions that they would have with people, it was always really quick. Like when we would be coming, they would either run out that way, or they would, like, if they were coming in, they would just come in hella fast and just go into their apartments. They wouldn't really talk too much,
So they would go this way?
Yeah, they had their parking spot right here, but I don't know why they would park back there. The guy used to drive like a big, long white van, and they would always park back there. They would just, as soon as, like I said, when we would come out sometimes, if they were to see us, they would kind of either backtrack, kind of back into the apartment, or if we would come out, they would kind of try to rush out that way. But
the van, was it an older van? Because they own two white vans, the newer one and the older one.
Kind of like a more newer style van. I believe it had like tinted windows.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time frame that they lived here by any chance?
I don't, just because, like I said, our interactions were very minimal. But I do know that for at least, like, they probably moved out, I want to say maybe about 6 months ago.
6 months,
yeah,
okay.
Somewhere around there. I'm not exactly sure on the time frame, but as long as we moved in here, I've always kind of remembered them being down here.
Okay. Yeah, because we're hearing they moved, I believe, September.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I know, I'm not exactly, like I said, I'm not sure on the time frame, just, but I do know that they moved somewhere around like 6 months ago, somewhere around there,
Other than the fast moving behavior, did you notice anything strange with the kids, or?
Well, they would never come out.
But like when you did see them, when they were rushing in, did they look like they were in like?
I can't say that they looked like they were being harmed or anything like that.
No.
They were very quiet, very quiet. All the neighborhood kids from out here, they always come out and play, but they would, stay inside, and you would always hear them like kind of talk through the window. They would kind of talk to the kids. We would walk by and hey guys, like stuff like that, but you would never see them come out and socialize with everybody.
And you, for sure, you remember the two little ones?
Yeah, I mean, I remember them. I remember it was the dude, because he always used to walk out here with a stick, and I remember because I always thought that he was into martial arts and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I always used to see him. I remember the female also; she was very quiet as well. And then I remember 2 or 3 boys. I think there was an older one, and then the 2 little ones that went missing. I think I'm not 100% on that.
Yeah.
And then some lady used to come by and see them, visit them, and she would park in their parking spot. But
do you remember what she looked like?
I don't. I just know she used to drive, I think, like a blue car.
Was she elderly?
She was elderly, yes.
His mom?
Yeah.
Probably his mom.
Biological?
8 years old, something older, and then the 2 younger ones. I remember the 2 younger ones, but no, I don't think I've ever seen 6 kids with them all at one time.
Okay.
It's kind of weird how they would take off and go around.
I mean, honestly, it's like, I can't, they were, I guess you could say they're a little off. I mean, I don't want to down talk on the family because I didn't know them like that.
Yeah.
But just the way that they kind of were, their characteristics, I guess you could say, they did seem a little off.
What about the stick that you said you always used to see him?
It's just because I always figured that he would do martial arts, because he was kind of, he looked like a little fit guy, and it was like a brown stick that he used to walk around with. But he would just, like I said, he would walk around here, and then like I just assumed it was martial arts because he was always kind of spinning it. It was just a wooden stick,
You ever hear any like commotion down here at all?
No.
Besides
Honestly,
the quietness?
No. Other than the quietness, no. Like my what's it called? We would always I work for this company, and they distribute juices sometimes, so I used to bring boxes of juices, and I always distributed between all the neighbors, and
nice.
I would send my daughter out to give it to them, and she would knock on the door, and they wouldn't open the door. They would just look through the people, and they'd be like, no thank you, and my daughter would be like, oh, we got juices for you. No, it's okay, no thank you, we don't want them. And
they would never open the door.
Yeah, that's how, only one time I caught him out here, and I told him, I was like, hey man, I got some juices, like if you guys want some. And he's like, oh yeah, like I'll take a box for sure. And he took it. And then that was like the only time. Other than that, our interactions were always really quick. Like he would just be walking out, and he would just, hey, what's up, brother? And then, oh, hey, what's going on? And then boom, right back inside. Yeah, they were just very quiet people. Like I said, they never really talked to anybody. Like people come out here, the neighbors from up front, people downstairs. You know, we socialize. People from this side we socialize, but they were just always just in and out, and the times that I would try to socialize was very very short. Like you just kind of cut it off and just go about his way. You know?
Right on, man. We appreciate you coming out and talking
Yeah,
to us.
man. Anything. I mean, we live in 215, so if you guys have any questions or anything that we can help out with, we're always more than happy to help.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And hope you guys have some luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They would come to?
Yeah. Well, they would talk. Yeah, they were. You know, they
All
were.
three of them is.
I think it's all three. Yeah, all three of them. And like I said, sometimes the windows would be cracked, so when we would walk by, they would talk. Like they would just say little random things. But that was pretty much it. You know.
This is their patio. That would be their patio right
Yeah.
here. Were the kids? They never allowed the kids to play right here then outside, right? No.
No, not from like I said, not from the amount of time that we lived here. My daughter, she's always came out. My son, he comes out now, and there's always a bunch of neighborhood kids that hang out here, and they just would never come out.
Yeah.
They would never. Very quiet people.
What did you think when you saw the news and you saw his face there?
Well, honestly, we didn't find out till kind of more recent, I guess you could say, because I had heard about it. I started watching kind of like, I remember I mentioned it to my wife, and I told her, I was like, that's crazy that 2 kids went missing. From here, I was like, that's crazy. But I didn't know who it was, and then I was talking to somebody